International Women's Day marks a day of celebration that means something different to each woman around the world. We dropped in to see how Sault Ste. Marie is celebrating. I'm with Jenna from Women in Crisis, who's hosting today's event. What does International Women's Day mean?
Basically, International Women's Day is just to recognize the accomplishments that women have achieved over the years and through history and still today.
How long has this event been going on for?
Oh my goodness, for years. I don't even know when the first day was, but in the 1900s is when it started. There was a march when women in New York City decided to march for better pay, for voting rights, for equality.
And the overall goal is really just to celebrate women?
Celebrate women and their accomplishments and, the fight for gender equality.
What is the theme of the 2012 International Women's Day event?
This year is really important. It's connecting girls and inspiring futures, and girls are our future. So I think it's really important that we're involving them in this event.
What is the event today in Sault Ste. Marie that's being held?
Today what we're doing is we're doing an international walk. We have flags from all over the world that we wanted to represent women everywhere. So we have women that will be carrying and walking just throughout the boardwalk.
And how is this event different than events that you've held in the past to celebrate this day?
Every year there's something different. I know in the past we've had fashion shows, we've had vendors come out and do hair and makeup and that kind of thing. Really it's different everywhere you go. There's not a right or wrong way to celebrate International Women's Day. And this year we just went with the theme, which was doing an international walk. So we really wanted to represent that.
Why do you think it's important to have this event every year in Sault Ste. Marie?
I think it's really important for awareness, to recognize women everywhere, not just in Sault Ste. Marie, not just in Canada, because there's women that are accomplishing things all over the world. So I think it's really important to have that awareness piece.
What is some impact that you've seen from these events on women in our community?
I think just coming out, it's so powerful to come out, represent women, and especially this year, it's representing women from all over the world. So I think that in itself, it's so moving and it's so powerful.
Paula is a first-time participant in the International Women's Day event being held here today. Why was it so important for you to become involved in this?
I've slowly become more involved in women's events and speaking out against the oppression of women as part of my social work program at Sault College. I have been spending the last 5 years going through my own personal journey of surviving an abusive relationship and dealing with abuse from my past. And being a mom of 2 girls, it's so important for me that they see how much power there is for women, especially when we come together. And I think that today's event brings women from all nationalities and all walks of life together to walk side by side. And I think that it's really important, not just in our community, but across the world, for us to look at ourselves first as women and just enjoy being women, and to also look at all the accomplishments that we've made throughout our lives individually, but also collectively as women, from people who had no voices to people who can now make change.
What do you personally get out of participating in events like this that celebrate women?
For me personally, it's a sense of empowerment, of knowing that I'm not alone. I meet so many different women, and everybody has their own story, but we can all come together and we can all stand up together. And I think that when women come together, there's power in uniting our voices.
Sault Ste. Marie was well represented for this important international celebration. Reporting for Shaw TV, I'm Jasmine Pozo.